What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is John. Today I have for you a big box good, the Urban Hybrid Laptop Briefcase by Solo I picked up at Macy's for $50.99. Today we're doing an unboxing of first impressions, a comparison, and why this laptop briefcase would be a good idea to gift this Christmas or Hanukkah, or for any other occasion. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this unboxing, first impressions, comparison, and show you why this is such a good idea as a gift. So here in front of us is the Hybrid Briefcase by Solo. What makes it hybrid is it converts actually from a briefcase into a backpack. We'll demonstrate that here momentarily, but also to preface the rest of this video, we will be comparing it to this in-case laptop sleeve, which I do use as a mock briefcase to store documents, my laptop accessories. So let's talk about why having something like this briefcase is advantageous over just a simple laptop sleeve. Now, like I said, this can be converted from a briefcase to a laptop. So you'll notice on the back are a couple of mock shoulder straps. They're a little bit dainty, a little bit small. Like I said, mock shoulder straps. Almost think of these as arms on a T-Rex, I think you could imagine. Not your standard backpack strap, but do have cushioning on the back. So don't expect maybe perhaps to carry a ton of items in this. It should pretty much be good enough for papers, documents, and your laptop, as well as other office accessories like pens and other interesting items like that. Not necessarily to travel with, I would say, like maybe a commuter backpack would be. You could put clothes in it. Not the case with this briefcase. And of course, owing to its briefcase part, it does have a strap at the top, or excuse me, a handle to carry it. Now, originally on Macy's website, this retails for over $100, actually $120, and you can see the quality and attention to detail. Compare something with a fabric finish like this briefcase backpack to something you might find at Walmart. First and foremost, the zippers are extremely smooth. They are premium metal hardware with the Solo logo on each zipper. They also have this interesting diamond texture here. Not important, but definitely gives the bag its character and charisma, I would say, and gives it its premium look. Like I said, all of these materials here are just a little bit softer to the touch, a little bit finer than something you might find at Walmart or Target or any other general retail store. Again, this bag originally retailed for $120. At $50, this is a really good gift idea. And the finish here, you can tell, is phenomenal. It's impeccable. No issues with the stitching here. All around you can see, because it's a fabric texture on top, stitching is heavily incorporated into the design, and Solo executed it perfectly, as you can tell. Now, what I actually appreciate about the design is, first and foremost, the fact that they incorporated a briefcase design into a laptop design while also keeping the profile thin and minimalist. So what I think contributes to this thin and minimalist look is, of course, the color. It's a dark gray. It keeps it sleek and slender looking. And also the fact that instead of it being a hard-sided briefcase of the 90s and early 2000s, it's actually a fabric material, which allows it to sort of compress and expand as you put things in it and take things out of it, again, helping it keep its form. Now, as usual with a laptop briefcase review, let's see how well our laptop fits inside. So before we use this bag for the first time, let's quickly show off some of the internal features. So there's actually a Velcro strap at the top of the bag. This, in turn, helps keep your laptop in place, so can fit up to a 15.6-inch laptop. But in previous videos, and in this video, you'll see momentarily that I actually have a 13-inch laptop, smaller than the 15-inch space given. So it will, in fact, be a little bit small And that's okay because it will stay in place thanks to this Velcro strap. So you can see that there's plenty of space in the laptop bag for a laptop up to a 15.6-inch laptop. And if you have something smaller, it can keep it secure in the bag. Now, the reason I bought this laptop bag is actually because storing documents in it is much safer than storing them in a sleeve. In a sleeve, documents can become crinkled, the corners can fold and dog ear, not presentable, and also not the best way to preserve important documents. So let's actually take a look at putting important documents in this laptop bag with the laptop and just see how well everything fares. So for about a year, this laptop sleeve has served its purpose well. It holds my laptop fine, but I've also used it to store documents, which was actually a mistake. So unzipping this laptop bag, you can see it's a premium quality laptop sleeve. And the laptop inside, obviously it fits perfectly. It's a 13.3-inch laptop. And you can also see inside just the nice fibrous material that protects the laptop. But most importantly for this demonstration, you can see that I have stored inside important documents. So as you can see, pulling the laptop out, it's very easy to crinkle my important documents, which is why I bought the laptop briefcase, because I need something that can store a laptop and also important documents. So as you can see, pulling the documents out here, they're crinkled at the bottom and at the top from me pulling the laptop out and inserting the laptop back into the bag. Now, not in case's fault, not intended to store or keep documents, but traveling with something like a laptop sleeve with your laptop and documents, not only will the documents become crinkled and hard to preserve, but you can also see that the bag does become overstuffed and actually makes it difficult to store simple items like pens, smaller documents, and just other miscellaneous items you would use working and traveling with your laptop. So a ton of items here in this tiny sleeve. As you can see, it's cramped. These papers here basically are destroyed, not something you would want to present. And as you can see, inserting the papers back into the bag, not really ideal. And then of course the laptop slides in nicely. And like I said though, because not intended to store all of these items at once, the bag, or the sleeve itself, excuse me, as you can see, looks just a little bit fat and puffy and stuffed. Like I said, great for carrying a laptop, maybe as a college student. Just carrying the laptop alone, not okay for carrying paperwork. So in most of my videos, we talk about what I like and what I dislike. Now, what I like is the extra space, the fact that this is dedicated as a briefcase to holding a laptop. And because it's a briefcase, would also mean that it could be dedicated to holding important documents, of course. But what does strike me as a little bit disqualifying, I would say, considering the demonstration I showed you with the laptop sleeve, where exactly to store papers and documents and keep them protected from crinkling and dog earring is missing, I think, from this laptop bag. So at the front of the bag, obviously 2 accessory pockets, good enough for cables and pens and other things like that, but neither of which are wide enough to accommodate paper. Now the inside, definitely wide enough to accommodate paper, but no specific slot for paper. So of course you get the laptop sleeve and the tablet sleeve, and of course the paper could fit perfectly fine in the laptop sleeve. But I think you might remember from the demonstration just a few segments ago, storing papers with your laptop, not really the best idea and will cause your papers to crinkle and look unpresentable. So I would have liked to have seen a separate space for the laptop and for papers. As you can see, putting the papers in this general pocket here, they're still exposed too tattering from grabbing things, whether that be if you're lifting these papers up to take a tablet out, for example. Just a little bit poorly thought out, I think. They could have incorporated, I think, a separate slot for documents. So wide enough, as you can see, for a 15.6-inch laptop. And this is a briefcase. Why no dedicated slot for documents and papers? So like I demonstrated just a few segments ago, not ideal carrying your laptop, documents, and other pieces like these charging cables and dongles in a laptop sleeve. Obviously not enough space. So what I love, of course, about this laptop briefcase is, of course, these external pockets, which give the bag great character. They almost look modular, but plenty of space, as you can see, for storing accessories. We've got a small, narrow pocket on the front of this rectangular pocket, great for a pen, and of course, plenty of space, even in just this small, narrow pocket here. Of course, on the front we have an additional square pocket. This too also has paper inside, and what you'll notice about this pocket on the front here is it has even more room for other smaller items. So this pocket here would have been great for pens, but also potentially ID cards, passports, car keys, things of that nature. And then of course on the inside is an actual dedicated pen slot. Of course, this is the square pocket on the front here. Now, what I like is it zippers down roughly halfway, and this pocket on the left-hand side is almost like a 3/4 zip. So it almost dog ears, for lack of a better term, while this pocket folds down halfway. So interesting design here. There's plenty of space, as you can see, in front of these smaller dedicated pockets here. This one would be perfect for sticky notes or a passport, business cards, things of that nature. Great design bag for holding accessories. Again, just the only downside I would say is no specific storage area for papers. So like I said, laptop briefcase hybrid. It's also a crossbody bag. It does have a crossbody strap if you need to carry it on your shoulder, but most importantly, because it's a hybrid briefcase backpack, you can carry it with its side handle or simply sling it around the shoulder like a backpack. And if you need the extra support and security and stability, wear it, of course, like a backpack. Now, because it is smaller in size and because it's mainly to store a laptop and documents and act as a briefcase and things of that nature, it doesn't necessarily need to be designed to carry things like clothes or shoes, things that you would transport in a backpack like a lunchbox, things that you would take with you during a day trip somewhere. This, as you can see, because it's dedicated, like I said, to those simple items like laptops and documents and office supplies and needs, this is a smaller backpack. It's actually lightweight and fairly easy to carry around. So you can see the sheer size of it. It's much smaller than your standard backpack, but also minimalist, I would say, and attractive looking as well. This, I think, could work for a number of people, either in business or in simple travel or people going to school. I think this is a phenomenal looking bag. And because, like I said, it's dedicated to just its small array of items, no specific or particular attention in terms of comfortability or support. And it's fine because, like I said, not a whole lot in this bag. It's, for the most part, relatively lightweight and should remain that way. Now, one thing I wanted to mention actually is the ergonomics here. Now that we're talking about this grab handle at the top, accessing the side pockets, a little bit cumbersome actually, maybe a little bit poorly designed. This rectangular pocket at the top of the bag does open from the side once the bag is vertical, so just be careful that items may fall out. Now, the same thing, or the same rule actually applies to this square pocket here. Again, holding the backpack or using this briefcase as a backpack, holding it vertical and upright, reaching for items in these front modular pockets may be just a little bit dangerous and things could fall out. So a little bit interesting, I would say, that they would combine a briefcase and a backpack in one. Using this as a backpack, as you can see, accessing these pockets in backpack mode, things could fall out, things could become disorganized. Obviously, transporting this as a briefcase, the pockets, as you can see, open up at the top. Nothing's falling out, nothing to worry about. So, interesting design. Not sure if this was entirely well thought out, just something to be aware of and something to be cognizant of. Anyways, guys, that has been an unboxing and first impressions and demonstration of the Urban Hybrid Laptop Briefcase Backpack by Solo. I picked up at Macy's for $50.99. Because I picked this up at Macy's, that makes it a big box good. Today we demonstrated the advantages and disadvantages of having a dedicated briefcase laptop bag instead of perhaps a standard travel backpack or a laptop sleeve. This is perfect for carrying documents and storing documents, even though just a little bit disqualifying in the fact it lacks a document part compartment. It does still have the ability to carry documents, and because it is organized, there is a slot for a tablet, and also your laptop shouldn't have too big of an issue discerning between documents, and your laptop shouldn't have a problem, I should say, reaching for your laptop and not damaging documents in the process. What I like about this bag is the modern look and feel and fit and finish of it. You'll also notice this modular pocket design on the front is a unique look compared to any type of briefcase or backpack I've ever seen. I love the color of it. It's gray. It's got this black lining on it, giving it its sleek and slender look and also modern look. Now, what's really cool, like I said, is it's a hybrid briefcase, so you can actually transport it like a backpack. But I did, of course, highlight some of the downfalls to this integration between a briefcase and a backpack, and that is these front pockets on the front actually make it difficult to access in backpack mode. Not sure if that was entirely on purpose or if it was that well thought out. If you want to look at it as a security feature, I think you could, but without further ado, I think this is a fine briefcase laptop backpack hybrid. For $50.99, this is a good gift idea. Even though, like I said, no dedicated gusseted pocket on the inside for documents, still able to carry documents and still have the ability actually to separate those documents from your other electronic devices. My name is John. I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing, first impressions, demonstration, and comparison. Hit that like button if you want to see more content like this. Subscribe to see more content like this. Hit the bell icon to get notified when I post to YouTube. And share this video with friends and family. My name is John. Thanks again so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video.